Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records, he's G-Lai. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 63?
63.
63. Yes. I, of course, am your host, Wade Aloysius Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. The...
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me as always... I don't know. I don't like the Ari. We gotta get something for you.
Yo, I may just pause at my name,
because I don't like saying just Ari. It has to be like something. I got a whole 18 different sub aliases, and you're just Ari. It doesn't fit. Like
I don't know.
Ari's in the building, y'all.
It's just Lady Ari. That is it.
Ari's here, everyone.
It's Lady Ari.
It's Lady A.
Lady Ari. First Lady Ari.
Thank you.
Lady A. First Lady A.
Y'all gonna come up with. We're gonna have to have it out in the group chat. What we said?
The first Noel A. Oh
no, man! Christmas is over. I'm done with y'all.
That's only Christmas time.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, returning from the upside down, parts unknown.
Yes, we definitely did put you there. G
put you with the upside down. It's pretty hilarious. G lies back in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So we have a full house here. Of course, Jew is in the building, taking some wonderful shots. I'm flying wonderful. Say shout out to Vandal with the shirt.
What's up? You want to say what's up? You want to say what's up?
What's up?
Bruh. Yo, son.
Nah. Shout out to Drew for holding it down last week. Appreciate you, bro.
Definitely, Jew is definitely part of the family. This brand we're growing. We have a full house here. It feels like a studio audience here. It feels good.
Oh yes.
Everybody's good.
Everybody's ready to get started.
Everybody's grand.
Great.
Good, grand, doing great.
Really?
Doing good. How are you?
I was just gonna go into that, my man. You're right there with me.
Bruh.
So let's get into what we like to call the rundown.
The rundown.
All right, starting off. I see you waiting for this one.
I mean, I'm not waiting for any particular subjects. I am just looking at the rundown.
Okay.
Rundown.
Well, let's start off. Drake, as everyone knows, dropped a new track. Well, dropped 2 new tracks last week. He dropped a 2-track EP called Scary Hours. He dropped a song called Diplomatic Immunity and God's Plan.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did y'all hear that?
Can we acknowledge something right now?
Shoot.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Go ahead.
In the history of music, when has anybody dropped 2 songs and called it an EP?
Right? Yeah, a 2-track EP. Never heard that in my life.
Well, I think it's coming out in February, right?
No, it's out now. It came out.
Oh, but I thought it was...
No, it came out last.
No, I didn't even listen to it. Sorry, I didn't do it.
He dropped 2 songs and called it an EP. Like, what the fuck?
That's Drake now. He's defining his own rules.
Hey,
He's making his own rules.
Did you listen to it at least?
Of course.
Okay, so what you think? There we go.
Every song, he always,
shine some light over there.
He always touch a road.
Yeah, exactly. I should play a snippet of it, but I'm not gonna do that. You want me to play a snippet of it?
I mean, I haven't listened to it.
Okay.
I was, listening to other things.
Don't you start that.
It's a love song and a go-in song.
How?
What I really wanted to go into
That's
was
some mixed emotion shit.
It's Drake.
Going on?
It's Drake. I mean, what you expect is Drake.
Nah, son, don't be trying to play him like that. I like Drake.
That's my guy. Drake's my guy, but that's
No,
Drake.
no, don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up.
The way he put it, though.
I fuck with Drake, but it's a love song and it's a go-in song. Like,
Yeah, look, let's hear his love and go in song. Like 10 seconds or something.
Community is early Drake flow. That's early go-in Drake. I'm gonna rap. They gonna respect these bars.
Bars.
That's what diplomatic immunity is.
Bars of life.
So let's
The
hit this.
other track,
What's the
is-
God's plan?
the commercial, yeah, God's plan.
That's the one that goes hard? I was gonna say,
the theme of the song, the premise of the song, but it's a pop record.
Well, that's what Drake does. Drake is a pop artist now, anyway.
Exactly. It's a pop song and a go-in song. It's this song on chart, and I'm gonna give y'all these bars.
Bars.
All
So
right.
let's hear a snippet. Let's hear a quick snippet
Which
of diplomatic
one?
immunity. The go.
Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records, he's G-Lai. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 63.
Duh.
53.
63. I,
Yes.
of course, am your host, Wade Aloysius Blogs, aka Mr. Quid Pro Quo, aka The.
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me as always. I don't know. I don't like the Ari. We gotta get something for you.
Yo, I may just pause at my name,
Because I don't like saying just Ari. It has to be like something. I got a whole 18 different sub aliases, and you're just Ari. It doesn't fit. Like,
I don't know.
Ari's in the building, y'all.
It's just Lady Ari. That is it.
Ari's here, everyone.
It's Lady Ari.
It's Lady A.
Lady
you.
Ari, First Lady Ari.
Thank you.
Lady A. First Lady A.
Y'all gonna come up with it. We're gonna have to have it out in
What
the
we
group
said,
chat.
the first Noel A. Oh,
No, man. Christmas is over.
A.
I'm done with
But that's
y'all.
for Christmas, though.
That's only Christmas time.
Disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, returning from the upside down, parts unknown,
Yes. we definitely did put you there, G.
put you with the upside down. It's
We
pretty
did.
hilarious. G Live's back in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So we have a full house here. Of
Yes.
course, Jew is in the building, taking some wonderful shots. I'm flying wonderful. Say shout out to
Did you wanna
Vandal with
say
the shirt.
What's up? You wanna say what's up? You wanna say what's up?
What's up?
Bruh. Yo, son.
Nah. Shout out to Drew for holding it down last week. Appreciate you, bro.
Definitely, Jew is definitely part of the family. This brand we're growing. We have a full house here. It feels like a studio audience here. It feels good. It feels good.
Oh yes.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Everybody's ready to get started.
Everybody's grand.
Great.
I got some
Good,
shit to say.
grand. Doing great.
Really?
Doing good. How are you?
I was just gonna go into that, my man. You was right there with me.
Bruh.
So let's get into what we like to call the rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
All right, starting off. I see you waiting for this one.
I mean, I'm not waiting for any particular
you look
subjects.
so-
I am just looking at the rundown.
Okay.
Rundown.
Well, let's start off. Drake, as everyone knows, dropped a new track. Well, dropped 2 new tracks last week. He dropped a 2-track EP called Scary Hours. He dropped a song called Diplomatic Immunity and God's Plan.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did y'all hear that?
Can we acknowledge something right now?
shoot.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Go ahead.
In the history of music, when
Kicked out the door. Like, he sounded like a submission. So, I was waiting for it, and I'm just like, where is that, though? So, I'm going to have to listen to it later.
when you listen to
It's
it,
a gradual thing.
Joint.
It's a crescendo and shit.
It's crescendo, man.
Okay, I'm done.
That's what we're doing.
I'm done.
She said a fucking crescendo. All right, I'm trying to find the lyric. Anyway.
I'm trying to solve.
No, you're doing a great job of it because I'm trying to find the lyric. I want to quote it correctly.
Y'all have me going into somebody I like. That's horrible.
And we all said before on this show we're fans of Drake. We're fans of what Drake does. It's just sometimes, I mean, even Michael Jordan scores 14 points sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You can't drop 50 every game. Sometimes you fuck up. Let's
not talk about this guy.
Well, the reason I put it in the rundown was I found it, I don't want to say ironic, but I found it funny that he was taking shots at Academic and Joe Budden after Joe already said he's not going to diss him. After Joe dissed him for like 2 years straight. And he said, yo, I'm not going to diss you anymore. I'm done rapping. And then all of a sudden, everybody taking shots at Joe. I found it kind of hilarious that everyone's doing that.
Because he's a target now, especially after how Everyday Struggle progressed and ended. He's just a target now.
It's funny. He even said on his podcast he don't think it is a shot, but everyone else is like, yeah, that's a shot. He's shooting right at you. So how do you take you're the rapper in this trio here, G? How will you take those bars? You take it as a shot or no?
Oh no, it was definitely a shot. That's why when you read the lyrics, it was like, you know, the careers. I was like, no, budding careers, because he specifically chose that word,
right,
and put it in the description of what people know Joe as, that really don't know who Joe Budden was prior to Everyday Struggle. So ultimately, it was definitely a shot at me. Definitely a shot at him. My whole thing was the same thing that I heard academics say about it. Like, Joe went in on you for 4 or 5 songs. You never said anything back. Now you know he's retired. He's not rapping no more. He critiqued certain things, and you just want to take a shot. Be prepared to rap.
It's like, and I even put this on Twitter. It's like they're poking the bear. It's like Joe say, "Yo, I'm not rapping," and everybody like, "Oh, you not rapping? You gonna rap? You gonna rap? You know what I'm saying?" It's like you keep picking with him until
do it though.
I don't think Joe is gonna rap. I don't think he is.
To me, he seems like even basically he's a man of his word. He says he's gonna stop doing something. I'm pretty sure he's gonna stop doing something. Anybody gonna provoke him to do it? I mean, he's just gonna say what he has to say back, just like he's been doing. He's just gonna reply with, freaking words. That's what everybody was. I mean, people were interviewing him and shit like that. He got something to say, but he's not gonna go ahead and put it on the verse. I just don't think so.
Joe is an MC first.
So you think he's gonna do something? You think he's actually gonna come out with something?
I know he talks that he's in a great place. He's enjoying his new child, so on and so forth. But he's an MC.
Okay.
Like fuck all the bullshit. He's an MC.
Okay.
It's not gonna be but so many times that somebody's going to attack him lyrically, and he's going to ignore it. It doesn't work that way for MC. It doesn't work that way for us. Like, I could stop rapping today. You're not gonna keep attacking me musically in front of that mic, and I know you're trash.
Trash.
And I'm not gonna respond to you musically. Case in point, man, skills.
Very good point.
Skills had been stopped rapping. He been on his DJ shit, his hosting shit, his ghostwriting shit. He had not put together an album in years. Uncle Murder kept pushing his buttons, not just for this past wrap-up, but for a couple past wrap-ups for a couple of years, at least 3 years. You're not going to keep pushing a real MC's button and they're not going to respond to you musically.
This is
not
true.
going to happen. It might not be out, like off jump, but it's going to happen if you keep doing it.
Okay, so I was able to find the lyric.
Blake don't want that issue with him.
He don't want that smoke.
Rap battle.
He don't want that smoke. So I was able to find the bar, and I will quote it. And remember, I'm not a rapper. So it starts off saying, "Shit is complex like short niggas around tall ladies. I gotta watch who I'm talking to, like it's all ages. I've seen button careers turn around and sit around and talk about other careers, judging their peers and knowing from niggas who don't contribute." So I'm gonna go back in there because I know I said it kind of fast, but I'm just go back into it. Shit is complex, clearly referring to complex. Everyday struggles on complex. Boom. Like short niggas around tall ladies. Academics is short. The desk is tall. That's pretty simple. I gotta watch who I'm talking to, like it's all ages. But I've seen button careers, Joe Budden, turn and sit around and talk about other careers, judging their peers. Knowledge from niggas who do not contribute. So basically saying I seen Joe go from a rapper to somebody who's talking about rap. He's really talking. I mean, I think it's real clear. But is it? And like I said, you're the rapper in this. Is it a diss or is it wordplay?
That is witty wordplay. Like something like this, I have to give somewhat respect to whoever wrote it because that's some. Like I find that witty, like something Bad would do, something that Pusha T would do. Like it's witty to that point. But we all know Drake is not going to name anybody directly. He never has. He never will. Especially him, especially Joe.
Right. He don't want. I don't think he wants smoke with Joe in period. He don't want that.
Nah.
He don't want that.
Like legit. Again, he had multiple songs dissing him. Joe put out the DM messages where Drake was like, "I'll give you X amount of money if you diss me this many times." And it was just like, nah, I'm not about to do that. Like, Drake tried to take it as a game. Joe don't take it as a game. Like, if you gonna rap, you gonna rap. You fair game for anybody. And especially if you say something about me, I'm gonna say something back.
Right. Gotta remember, Joe is a 90s nigga at the end. And, you know, and I say we don't do that. We don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that.
Exactly. We're not gonna keep going back and forth and playing these type of games. If you wanna rap, we can rap.
Yeah.
If you wanna show off and, you know, try to play these games, I ain't with it. But if you wanna rap, if you wanna get in front of that mic and let the fans decide, we can do that.
Exactly. Now, speaking of
Drake don't want to do that.
Drake don't want that smoke. We all know that. Now, speaking of everyday struggle, it was announced this week, well, Monday, that Star, from the infamous Star and Buck Wild show, New York, Hot 97, Power 105, all these things in the 90s, is replacing Joe on Everyday Struggle. Get a temperature of the room here. Now, for those who are not familiar with Star, Star is the... If you call Joe a hater, Star is the original hater. Star is... There's a thread on Twitter right now, and I wish I would have saved it, listing Star's, for lack of a better term, greatest hits. And it started off, of course, when he dissed Aaliyah when she died. Like, Star is that dude. Star would talk crazy about everybody. He's legit. I mean, Star went to Rikers. He's a old school gangster. So his credibility is solid, but he's definitely that dude. So he replaced Joe on Everyday Struggle. Started Monday. So take the room temperature. How do we feel about this? How do we feel about Star and Star on Everyday Struggle? You think it's a good thing, a bad thing? Well, have you seen Everyday Struggle yet? Or
Yeah.
I
ended up trying.
They can't see. Busy. They can't see this. Baby.
Oh, I shook my hand and said, "Kind of." The show, Everybody Uncut. No, I mean, I watched a little bit of it. And it's not like I watch it every day.
Right. What about you, G?
I hate it.
Talk about it. What do you hate about the new season of Everyday Struggle, as they're calling it?
I'll be honest, I've only watched like the first couple of episodes of it, but I feel like Star attacks academic characters so much that they never really get to talk about the actual topic that they're supposed to be discussing.
Exactly.
And it kind of just like destroys the show for me, because it goes into a whole pissing contest about Star, like, okay, I've done this, I'm not biased, you're on Drake's dick, why do you feel that that's such a great song? But no, you're in the studio, you have a mumble rap album coming out, so you're in the studio with, you know, these artists, so your opinion is tainted. Is it tainted? Is it tainted? Like, I just feel like it's not a dialogue. It's not a, all right, well, I feel this way. I feel this way. This is why I feel this way. This is why I feel this way. It's just like Star is just trying to discredit everything academic says because of, I guess so, like the gap in the generation. Like, you know, Star was there when, you know, podcast wasn't even a thing.
Right.
It was just radio personalities, radio carrying crates, live ciphers. He's from that era.
Yeah, yeah.
Academics isn't from that era. He's from blogs, podcasts, YouTube. And I feel like that's just always the main theme of their conversations is like, well, I've done this, what the fuck have you done? I'm from, you know, when hip-hop meant something. This is bullshit.
It definitely
like,
is a
it seems to be that tug of war type situation.
That's a good way to put it.
Honestly, it ruins the whole show for me. I don't even want to watch it anymore.
I could definitely tell. You can definitely see in the viewings and just in the numbers, the analytics, that the viewings ever since Joe went left, the show's going down. But yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying.
It's like going to, because regardless of how people view Joe's opinion or view academics' opinion, they were evenly matched. Like, Joe is from the old school but understood the new school. Academics was from the new school but gave respect to the old school. Star is just straight old school and hates everything about the new school.
Star hates everything. That's what Star does. Star's a professional hater. And enough respect to Star. We all know Star, woo woo, but I just don't think him in that space is a good match. I want to see who they had. Like, Star said he was like at the bottom of the list. I want to see who else is on that list, because they could have called me shit. Like,
I honestly think Star was the worst person they could have put on that show.
I agree. I've said for a long time, I've put this on Twitter and Facebook, I think Doggy Diamonds, the homie Doggy Diamonds, would have been perfect for the show. But clearly they didn't go that direction.
I could agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
You know what I mean? I just
Star is not the person that they need to push that show to another level.
I don't think the show is going to last. I don't think. I'm gonna put it on tape right now. This is what, January? I don't think Everyday Struggle is going to make it till March.
I was gonna say April.
Yeah, I don't think it's going, just the way it's going, and they can make big changes. You know, Star can do a whole bunch of crazy shit or whatever, or maybe they can replace academics. I don't know, but I don't think that show in this format they have right now is going to last until March.
No, they would have been better off doing academics, the Deska, and having a guest appearance.
Yeah.
That way they could have felt out the numbers, the audience, as far as how the people were responding to certain guests, to give them an idea of which lane they should go, whether it should be aggressive, a little passive, you know, just fun, comedic, whatever. To instantly go from Joe to Star, they're in the toilet.
Yeah. It's not even the same show. Like you said earlier, it's not even the same show. The energy from the show is different. You know, with Joe, it was a passionate show, and they argue about things, but it was passionate.
I've already stopped watching. I've already stopped following all the feeds on social media.
Damn, I mean, that was like a breakup, wasn't it?
I know, right? You stopped following everybody.
You know it's over when you unfollow.
Because it's really that bad to me. It's really that bad. It's just like, and don't get me wrong, like, everybody on the show, everybody that listens to the podcast knows, you know, I fuck with Joe, but, like, at the end of the day, it's not because he left. If they would have replaced him with somebody that was adequate, because I think the platform and the show setup is a great dynamic. They just have to have somebody that plays off of academics and the Deska in a specific way that it carries the show.
And I think
like,
that's
it's a mutual respect. Even though I have a different opinion, I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion.
And see, and that's why I think the difference is in this show.
Own.
Like, Star doesn't respect anybody.
Star is just like, yo, fuck what you say in academics, you don't know shit.
Yeah, basically. But and then another thing, and I'm saying this for segue purposes. You know, the big issue with Joe leaving Everyday Struggle was they didn't pay him right. So I wonder what they paid Star, because I'm sure if they would have just paid, if they paid Star what they would have paid Joe, then why did you just keep Joe? Like, I think it was more, you know what I'm saying? Because I know Star ain't taking change. You know what I mean? And
it's funny you would bring that up. The first episode that I watched, when they introduced Star Star made it a point to continuously say, I'm losing money being here. And then continued on with his point. For whatever he was saying to academics, he kept saying that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm losing money being here. By the way, I'm losing money being here. So why the fuck are you there?
Exactly.
If you're losing money being there, why the fuck are you there? I don't believe that, for instance. You don't have the fucking money that you want to have, which is why you took the money that they gave you.
And you know what? Go ahead.
He needs not to be on the show.
Yeah, I think they either need to scrap the show, maybe give academics his own show, maybe Nadeska her own show or something. But I think this format is run its course. Just my opinion. But speaking of money, the big social media news this week, Monique from the Parkers fame. That's what everybody.
Segues, though.
You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that? That was smooth. That was real smooth. I'm practicing. I'm gonna do everyday struggle next. Look, Monique from the Parkers fame. That's what everyone knows her from, right? She went on. Was her Instagram? Was it her Instagram? And she put out a video saying that Netflix.
Video was whack.
Stop. Netflix offered her $500,000 to do a comedy special. She felt insulted because they offered Dave Chappelle $60 million and some other people a bunch of money, and she felt like, in her own words, she's the most decorated female comedian alive. So she felt like she was insulted by their lowball offer. And then that was a talk for a while. Wanda Sykes has said Netflix offered her $250,000. So Monique and all her
Moniqueness.
Let's go with that. Call for us. Call for us. Her love. She said, "Hey, my loves." Her loves to boycott Netflix. So let's take it from there. First off, how do we feel about this whole situation here?
Bitch, Stranger Things is on Netflix. Ain't nobody. No. What did you think? Like, hold on. Like, a lot of my shows is up there. She's gotta have it. Listen, no, sir. No, ma'am.
No.
Nah.
Not even a thought. Like, nah.
Nah,
fam. Nah. So, do we think that because she's claiming there's, racism involved in the lowball offer, sexism because she's a woman and they lowballed her.
Relevance.
That's the thing. Now that's the conundrum. She's saying that, hey, I'm the most decorated female comedian alive.
Yeah.
So y'all should
years ago
pay me. Because my stats are showing. I got Oscars. I was in Precious. Like, I got numbers. I'm just telling you what she said.
Bruh.
So she should get paid. She's feeling like she should get paid for her resume, as it were. We don't agree with that?
Well, see, I'm a big indie movie fan, and I'm not trying to throw shots.
Okay.
But
usually people say they're not trying to show shots.
But
they show shots.
But I'm saying, y'all remember Fat Girls?
Uh-huh.
You do? Better?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Hello there. So, but y'all remember Fat Girls?
The movie.
Yeah, how it really didn't get a lot of play.
Yes.
It's more of like on the indie list of movies now. Not like a big movie.
Yeah.
Nah, I just don't see where she's coming up with these things in her head.
These things, these theories
I don't
she
understand.
has. What do you think, G?
I think she's being a goddamn fool.
But seriously, what has she done lately?
Reason being, okay. So we're all in agreement that when Monique was on her run, she was like literally on her run, right?
Right.
Right, like her, as she stated, her resume speaks. She had, box office hits, she was selling out venues. She was getting, movie appearances, this and that. When she had her run, she was on her run.
Mm-hmm.
She's not on her run no more.
I was gonna say where her run at though.
Stupid.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Has she done anything since Precious?
As far as I know, no. She done nothing since Precious. Nope.
Precious was how many years ago? What, like 4 years ago?
But she's lost weight since then, so I know she's done interviews and. I thought she
like,
had a book maybe.
Precious, what, 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 1 year? Oh,
it was 2?
Hold on. We got Drew checking the stats here.
Alright, hold on. Let's see. Precious. Movie Precious.
Oh, she did About Christmas. That came out 2016.
What?
I remember this movie because Gabrielle Union was in the movie. Chris Brown was in the movie. Yeah.
This Christmas?
Who was it? Carrie Hilson was in the movie.
Nah, I ain't see it.
Yeah,
hold on, you got 2016, I got 2009.
Yeah, I got 2016, About Christmas. So she's active.
Oh, no. Okay, so About Christmas was 2016. All right, cool.
So she's active.
Was she a main character?
So that was her most recent movie.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What was that?
I'm gonna tell you why I saw it. And this is an Uncut Nation. I apologize. I said I wasn't gonna do this. I said I wasn't gonna do this year. But one of my babes was in the movie.
Oh.
Carrie Hilson was in the movie.
See.
And listen, Carrie. Hey baby.
Gosh.
Carrie. Hey baby. Listen,
Hey.
Let me just.
You're
say
done
something.
with that. Remember? You're done.
Yeah,
You're retired.
I'm not doing that.
Stop that.
I'm not doing that. But hey, Carrie Hilson was in the movie, so I watched her parts on mute. So that's the only reason I know about it.
That sounds creepy, man.
It sounds creepy.
It sounds like a creep. Like, yeah, I just watched it on mute, gazed in her eyes, and watched her skin glow and shit. The fuck? Like, nah. It sounds like you have duct tape in your car, man.
No, but I've always had a thing for Carrie. See,
that's why we told you that you're retired.
Yeah, I'm not calling bays no more.
You're not doing that.
I'm not doing that this year. This season.
This season.
But listen, hold on. To bring it back to Monique here. Let's bring it back to Monique.
Okay.
Y'all may find this hard to believe. I'm on Monique's side. And I'm going to tell you why.
I'm listening.
I'm going to tell you why. If I go...
My whole thing with her is what a couple of, numerous people have said.
Okay.
Bruh. Come on, man.
Should have taken that deal. Let the comedy special blow up. Had whatever clause in the contract, or set it up for a renegotiation for the second time around. Like, sometimes you gotta take a loss to get that gain.
I can dig that. I can completely understand that.
Now, I understand her being a proud woman and protecting her craft and, not wanting to sell out.
Yeah.
Anything like that. I understand all of that. But let's be 100% when it comes to media attention.
Okay.
And speaking as an artist, speaking as a CEO of a label, I deal with this on a regular basis. The way people turn around media nowadays is so crazy. You can drop an album today. You can drop a comedy special today. You can drop a movie today. By Saturday, they want something new.
It's an ADD society.
It doesn't have a long shelf life anymore. It doesn't work that way anymore.
It's an ADD society. We all admit that.
Her bringing up her resume as far as what she did in the past
See?
is irrelevant.
Thank you.
How active are you currently?
Thank you.
And I completely get that. I completely dig and understand that. My point to Monique, and why I say I'm on her side. First off, I'm not canceling Netflix, so sorry about that. But I'm on her side because if you say this is my price, then that's your price. And if it's just like if I go to a job, just me as a regular person, me is Joe Schmo. If I'm Joe Schmo. I go to a job, and my last job I was making, I don't fucking know, $17 an hour. Okay. And I go to a new job, they're not gonna pay me $9 an hour, fam. I just came from this. You gonna pay me what I'm owed. Pay me what I'm worth. If not, then I'm gonna walk away. So
you can find somebody else to do stuff with.
So yeah, exactly. They can find. So to that regard, yes, Monique.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna throw a hissy fit about it and then put up a Google review or some shit.
You're completely right. Yeah, I'm not gonna do none of that.
But that's what she's doing.
Completely understand. She's going way about the wrong way.
I definitely understand that this is what happened to you, but not everything in your life has to be public just because you're not relevant. Sorry.
My thing was she's going about it the wrong way because she's calling for her own protests. Think about this. Think about Colin Kaepernick, right? He still has his NFL thing. Haven't watched the game all year. Did at one time that Colin Kaepernick say y'all should start watching football?
No, that was something that everybody else came up with.
Exactly. To support him. We came up with that. I've never in the history of life, I've been around for a while, seen somebody call for their own protests.
But
did
Netflix
Rosa Parks say, hey, don't ride the bus?
Right. But like Netflix is making lots of money, man. Yeah. Ain't nobody going, come on, man. I mean, Netflix, nah.
Let's keep it a buck. I barely watch Netflix. I got a Fire Stick. I watch it on a Fire Stick. So
I don't got that.
You know what I mean? I barely watch it, but still, if I didn't have the Fire Stick, then this wouldn't be a reason for me to say, hey, I'm not watching Netflix. And it's no disrespect to Monique. She's absolutely right in her regard. They did disrespect her. Okay. They completely disrespect her resume and her star. Completely. Okay, move on then. Fuck them, move on.
That's my thing. It's like, how many job interviews do we go to before we find the job that's going to accept us? You don't see us throwing temper tantrums or, well, they didn't accept my job and they chose somebody else. Okay, fam, move on. Go apply somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's that simple. That is her job. So people got to look at it a little differently. That's her job. Mm-hmm. This is our job. That's her job. This is what she does for a living. She's going to have to go find somewhere where she can get noticed.
Yeah. That's my point. You can't, because they didn't give you the money you want, you can't sit here and tell us that it's a racism, because it's not racism. It's not colorism. It's not ageism. It's not none of that. They disrespected you. They completely disrespected you.
They have to worry about themselves too.
Yeah. They just, and let's be honest, with a Monique special, keep it real, would you rush to go see Monique?
Not right now, because she's not doing anything.
Exactly.
So since she's not doing anything, it's like they're taking a risk. Because either A, it's like, oh, well, if you're not doing anything, why should I feature you on my stuff where we're up and popping right now? Facts. But you're not so popping. So it's like they can take a hit from that.
Right.
They can literally lose numbers off of that. Like some people be like, yo, this is your new trending topic? For real? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, so while I agree with... I completely agree with Monique. They disrespected her star, but I don't agree with the way she's going about it. Just move on. Just fuck it. Okay, Netflix next don't want me.
I mean, we've all had fucked up interviews, man. Facts. We've all been through them. We've probably gone through some racial shit for real.
Facts.
But you take it, you move on, and you apply somewhere else. You don't get all your friends to boycott and be outside with picket fences and fires and shit. And hey, we're gonna boycott this company, bro. Don't nobody care.
Facts.
You ain't get no job? Okay, that's what's up.
It's all happened.
People don't get jobs every day, B.
Facts.
That's what it boils down to when you sit at that table to sit down and negotiate. Are you current? Is basically where they're coming from. Are you current?
And which is how jobs look at it. When's the last time you worked?
She's not current.
Just saying.
You know what? Here's what we can tell if it's racist or not, if it's colorism or sexism or any of that. Tiffany Haddish, she's popping right now. The girl from Girls Trip and everything else right now, she's really popping.
She's getting everything.
Now, if she goes to Netflix and say, I want a special, and they give her some measly number, they were like, okay, this is some bullshit. This is because she's really popping right now.
Mm.
But that's not happening.
She is on everything.
Exactly.
She is on everything.
That's the benchmark. If she get a bullshit ass deal, then we know it's pop. We know what it is. But until that happens, or someone relevant that happens to, then nah, Monique, I'm sorry. Sorry, my love.
Right.
It's just you.
It's
just you.
Speaking of crazy people,
Beloved, you gotta keep
my first segue. You missed it, G.
Well, I want to say that because I'm on the opposite side of this here.
Nah, son.
Well, how about speaking of interviews?
Speaking of crazy people.
Earlier in the week, now forgive me, I don't speak Guala Guala. I'm sorry. But I'm joking.
Nah, but
I'm
seriously,
not racist,
her
man.
name is Lil.
Amara Negra. You
Yeah,
like
sure.
that? Yeah, like that. See, I took Spanish for 2 years in school.
I did.
She was on the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so rich and chocolatey.
And painted on.
Habla español poquito.
Okay.
Oete. But anyway, she was on the Breakfast Club this week, and the internet kind of ran with some parts of her interview. One part was where she was speaking about how she's felt, what's the right word I'm looking for? I don't want to hate it on. Chastised, criticized in her community, the Latin community, for her darker skin. There was actually a clip going around Facebook, whatever, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, where Charlamagne is saying, "Are you sure that's true? Are you sure it's just not in your head?" And she and Envy was like laughing too, like, and you could see her face, like if it was a cartoon, you could kind of see the smoke come from her head. She was like pissed.
But he kept bringing it up during the entire interview. Like she would talk about something else, and he would be like, "Oh, for real though?"
Yeah, it's like
I'm sorry, but
now I know part of that is Charlamagne's job. Charlamagne, out of them, is the one to kind of antagonize people. That's kind of what he does.
Yeah.
But just because you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Don't say it is not true or it's not real. Me personally, in my life, like I said before the show, I know like 4 or 5 Afro Latina chicks, and they all look the same. They all look that rich, chocolatey,
so they do the
melanated
whole
skin.
makeup thing that she's doing.
Yeah, they speak Spanish when they feel like it.
So they actually like bronze their skin to be a darker color.
As far as I know, I don't know if they do all that, but they look the same. They look similar. The melanin in their skin is the same tone.
I was going to
it's
say,
rich and chocolatey.
She kind of, went into the interview two-tone.
Hey, listen. I'm just going to say this. As far as I know, this from my personal experience with Afro Latinas, they all say the same thing. Most people don't think they're Spanish because they're black. Their color. They just say, "Oh, you're black." In her interview, she kind of made a point to say she wasn't black.
She came out straight and said it. She said,
"No," but she kind of made
black.
a point. She said it a couple times, like,
"Yeah,
but you are." And I don't know when that became, and I think it's with this new generation, honestly, where it's cool to say you're not black. Like, you remember when we growing up, and I'm a little older than everybody.
She just said she was Spanish, so is she really black?
Well, hold on.
Because
remember when you were growing up, and like I said, I'm a little older than everybody. If you had a drop of black in you, you were black. They didn't say you were mixed, you were this, you were black. You know what I'm saying?
Genetically, everybody's black.
Genetically, but we're talking about just a stupid world, this 80s society we live in. Now, my daughter, for example, she has this thing where her mother told her that her great grandparents were Indian, so she likes saying she's half Indian. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You're mixed with Virginia and California. That's what you're mixed with. That's it.
I mean, you that's about get, like, those little test things.
That's about it.
That's the only time you can tell for sure. She can get her little genetic test and figure out.
And that's about it. But kids do that, and they'll say, "Well, my great grandparents or my aunt or my cousin or somebody was mixed with this, so I'm mixed too." No, you weren't. You're black. Shut the fuck up. I hate that. I'm serious. I hate that. I'm trying not to laugh. But going back to the interview with American Negra. That's it? I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. Am I saying her name wrong?
Yo.
Can we get a check on that? Am I saying her name wrong? I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. The what? What? Anyway, the rest of the interview is kind of like, and this is my opinion, maybe I'm biased on her side. I don't know. I felt like they were attacking her the whole interview. How do you feel about that, Ed? Because you're looking at me like, nah, fam.
Because I'm going to sound prejudiced.
You're not prejudiced. You're black. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, she considers herself.
Look, she's black. Look, she's black.
First of all, she's confused before she's anything. Because her entire interview just felt like she never actually answered any of their questions. It felt like she's trying to bring awareness to something that she's taking out of context. She can't be a spokesman for the whole entire race and act like she's bringing awareness to an illness or something. It just kind of doesn't feel right. And then she doubles back to talk about her album. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think she's.
You got to separate the two. When you in interviews, there's a certain type of thing that you talk about, and you promote your album elsewhere. But you cannot do both. It's gonna make you sound like, oh well, with all these stars and all this drama that they coming up with by themselves, and then they end up being the topic of discussion. Oh yeah, my album's coming out next week, bruh.
But see, the thing that I took from her interview with that Ari is she wanted to talk about her album. But because of what happened on Love and Hip Hop,
right,
and how she's been brought up to the media, those were the main questions that were at the forefront. She really wanted to talk about her album, and she even voiced. She was like, "I don't want this to be."
I heard that part.
The whole thing around me, like that. I just, this is what I am. This is what I do. Like, I'm an artist. Like, I have music. Like, the whole, like she said it a couple times, like, the whole premise for her actually going on the show was to get the platform for her to cross over.
I mean, I get it. It's just, it made it a really fucked up interview.
I don't think she was media trained or even prepared for it. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody set her down like, yo, this is the Breakfast Club. Maybe you're not familiar with how these things are, but it's how it works.
I've been following her on Snapchat before Love and Hip Hop.
I think I need to follow her too.
I didn't even know she was on Love and Hip Hop until I actually watched the interview, because I don't watch TV like that.
Right.
Now, as far as what she was saying, she does have a lot of fact to it. We always when everybody grows up, maybe they grow around different races. I grew up around different races. I've moved around a little bit, so. In the Latin community, you can expect certain things. The lighter color, so to speak, people of the Latin race, they do get more praise. It's kind of like the our black versus white. So they do have, similar trauma that they go through as far as, somebody picking them over, someone that's lighter and stuff, but I just don't think that you have to color your skin for that.
Well, it's colorism. That's something that black people deal with. Look at Lil' Kim.
But he had asked her what she felt about that, and I felt as though she never answered that question. All she did was bring it back to how they're being mistreated. I get that. You said that already, but answer the question. Because at the end of the day, you feel like it is race. I'm sorry, go ahead. What'd you say?
Which question? I couldn't hear you.
When he was asking her how she felt about colorism.
How she felt about coloring skin?
Oh my goodness.
Colorism. How she felt about colorism.
Okay.
Coloring skin. My bad. Colorism. But she never really...
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
You're good. She never really answered that question, and that would have probably ended all their questioning if she had actually spoke up for herself. But what she did was she just came back to the problems that she was already speaking about. But we get it already.
I think in watching the interview, I watched it like twice. I think she came to the interview with a purpose.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is what I'm talking about. I don't care what they ask me. And she kept going back to, like, I'm talking about my music, I'm talking about my album, talking about my struggle, and I don't care what they ask me. Because it kind of felt like that's what she kept going back to. Like they prepped her for the interview. Like, she's like, I'm going to talk about this. And the interview didn't go that way.
Yeah.
So she went back to her notes. Like, well, I'm going to talk about this.
Yeah.
And I like her. You know what I'm saying? She come on the show. We love you. But I just think she's misguided at this point.
I'm just a little confused. That's all. Because I'm not saying anything bad about the Latin community. Understand that.
Cool.
I'm not, I have love for everybody. If y'all haven't figured that out by now, I'm petty towards everybody, even my own. So, I mean, come
You're
on now.
petty equally.
Yes. So, but what I am, like, on a serious note, the thing is, I understand that you're repping for a certain thing and you're trying to bring awareness and you're trying to do this and this and that, but that's kind of like your friend may have an illness and then you're acting like you have one. Or, you know, you're wearing it or you're rocking it, and there's nothing wrong with support, but I don't think that she has to blackface it. And she did openly say that, yes, she blackfaces, which is kind of cool, but not really.
I don't think in any form black form is cool.
She did it.
Yeah, she did.
She said that people in the Latin community do it and they don't see a problem with it.
Nah, she was talking about herself in the beginning.
Now, I've seen clips of her where she was on like a on Telemundo. You know, Telemundo had these game shows, and she was doing stuff like dancing. You know how they do with the girls, and like people on that show, that very like episode, were doing blackface. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's different.
Yeah, they look at it differently,
right?
But it's still fucked up.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe I feel some type of way because blackface in our community has a different definition. So I'm gonna feel biased about it just because of how I was taught blackface to be. Because I mean, shut up, basically. So I didn't understand that part. It's like, you know, she says she's repping for this, she's doing this and this, and then she's telling us that she's putting makeup on, and yes, it's okay to do this, which is kind of, it's just like, what do you say to it? Because American standards tell you to say otherwise. So, I mean, like, what do? You have mixed feelings. I got freaking mixed feelings about it. I'm confused about the whole situation. I'm just like, oh, okay. Next.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel funny about her name. Like, what? La Negra. Like, you could have went a different name. But I'm being petty, right? But you could have went a different name. Like, you know what I mean?
I get it, though.
What is it? A Negra? What's her name again? La Negra. Her last part is La Negra. It's like, you know, black in Spanish. Yeah. La Negra. Like, I kind of feel a little funny about that. What's her first name? Omega? Look, got me saying, I don't know. Amara. Amara Negra.
Amara.
Shut up. Really?
That's what it is in Spanish. Amara, the nigga. Nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand it means something in Spanish. Like, it means black. Like, Negra in Spanish means black. So is Amara the black?
But that's
even still, that doesn't.
This is so late, but that's another thing. If she didn't really want anybody to bring it up, she shouldn't have
wore it on her sleeve.
You know, dressed as she did or something.
Yeah.
She walked in with a huge afro,
but that's
and like an 80s outfit.
But well, she does that. If you follow her on Snapchat,
she always wears an afro. That's
her thing.
Style since she came out for it.
Yeah.
You know that somebody's gonna talk about it though. Well, that's the thing.
Well, look, Amara, you may not think yourself a sister, but you're a sister and you're a beautiful sister. I love my sisters. You know what I always say? My sister may not always be right, but she's always my sister. Black. But she just doesn't understand she's my sister yet.
She's still stupid.
Not black.
Hey. But I know, right? she need to watch on Get Out or something, right? And she understand. Speaking of Get Out, segue, my man. Get Out with the Oscar nominations came out, and Get Out was nominated for, was it four Oscars? Best film, like best actor, wonderful thing. So definitely proud of Get Out. If you haven't seen Get Out, yeah, you're stupid. Go see it.
It's dope.
Great film. Watch it twice. Watch it 3 times. I don't care.
Kind of makes you look at
I look the same way. It didn't change my opinion at all.
Nah, it makes me nervous around white people with tea now.
I've been the same way.
I be like, they got a spoon? Get out, nigga.
Been the same, you stupid.
I'm good.
Also want to applaud Mary J. Blige, was nominated for 2 Oscars.
Okay.
One for a song and one for co-starring. For the movie Mudslide. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing. Mary J. was nominated for 2 Oscars. I should have did my homework on this one, so I apologize. So shout out to Mary J. Of course, we love Mary J.
Always.
Now we are running out of time here, so I want to run through these kind of fast. Don't know if the Uncut Nation saw this. Last week, 50 Cent was on Big Boy's Neighborhood and promoting his movie Dinner Thieves. And there was a question asked about Ja Rule. And 50 kind of he ain't really even go in. He just said, he put him to sleep. It's over with. Ja's career's done. Ja apparently felt some type of way about that. Went to Twitter, as the gangsters do these days. He went to Twitter and let off several tweets saying, "Fuck 50, it's still on. I don't care about you. Blah blah blah." My thing is, and Twitter of course let him have it. Of course, it's 2018. You lost. Just move on. Just move on. The shit's over with. The sad part about Ja, and I'm gonna say this because we're away from this now. Ja's a good rapper. He can actually rap, but 50 just kind of eliminated the shit. If you listen to Ja's first CD, Vidi Vidi Vici, it's a pretty good damn CD. That's before 50 came out.
It's a classic hip hop album.
Thank you. It's a pretty good damn CD. If you don't think about 50, none of that shit, it's pretty fucking good. But when 50 comes in, nah, fam. This is a rap.
Because the crazy thing was, if he would have stayed on track with Vidi Vidi Vici, and then the whole 50 beef would have came about, he would have been more credible in the beef.
Yeah.
It would have been more believable.
Yeah.
But, he took a different route, started selling records. 50 attacked him for that, for the whole singing shit. Destroyed his character. And then 50 turned around and started doing the same fucking thing that he assassinated Ja for doing.
Exactly.
But neither one of them are relevant in music right now.
And that's the funny thing about it. We don't even care about 50 these days. So they're beefing.
I mean, besides Power, nobody really talks about 50.
Exactly. We talk more about Kanan than we talk about 50. People care about Kanan more than they care about 50.
He put out a best, it's the best of 50 album that came out. I didn't know he had that much music that he could put out a best of 50.
I'm sure it was.
I'm dead serious. I'm not even being funny.
Let's
I don't
okay.
know if it's if we're including the mixtape tracks from the G Unit era, then okay.
Of course.
But as far as album wise, I didn't know he had a best of.
So hold on, 50 had what? Okay. Get Rich or Die Trying. What was next? The Massacre. And what? Curtis? Was Curtis next? And there's something after Curtis.
That's the bad part. I don't even know what order his tapes are in because I don't care.
Yeah.
How rude.
I'll be honest. After the Massacre, I think I really stopped caring about 52.
Horrible, guys.
Because he had a song with Justin Timberlake was trash.
The Massacre was
No, because I Get Money. I Get Money. There was a banger. Like he had that remix with.
Let's see, discography.
Talk to him.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Right.
The Massacre.
Right.
Before I Self-Destruct.
That was the one. Then Curtis.
Street King Immortal.
That's trash.
Curtis.
Sounds like somebody's whack ass mixtape.
I'm not naming these in particular order. I'm just naming albums.
That must have been his very first.
Yeah, that's trash.
Before you got noticed.
He used to. I think Street King Immortal was the last one he dropped. I think, and that was Double Wood.
Double Wood.
Double Wood. That one, Double Wood.
Wow.
So, hold on.
It's very high right there.
Real quick, I'll state the years.
Okay.
Get Rich or Die Trying 2003.
Right.
The Massacre 2005.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Before I Self-Destruct 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Street King Immortal 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis 2007. The Kanan tape 2015.
I remember the Kanan tape.
That's probably the most recent joint that got dropped. Animal Ambition 2014. The Lost Tape 2012. The Big 10 2011. Forever King 29. Murder by Numbers 2012. No Mercy, No Fear, 2002.
Yeah, that's a lot of mixtapes.
After Curtis, 2006. Bulletproof, 2007.
Bruh,
Big goes
you reading his
on.
biography,
Now,
including his
the crazy thing
mixtapes.
is, I'm literally looking over a body of work that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Besides Get Rich or Die
My
Trying,
bad.
The Massacre, The Canaan Tape, Before I Self-Destruct, and Street King Immortal, I ain't heard of the rest of these shit.
Nah.
And when I'm telling you, it's at least 15 albums. Like, what they could, like, under his discography, what they chart as albums, not mixtapes, albums. And Get Rich or Die Trying was what, 2003?
Shit, that was a long time ago.
I know he dropped albums before that, but let's all be honest. 2003 is when everybody paid attention to 50 and his career officially started.
Right.
So anything prior to that, we can kind of, kind of shrug off. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
so 16.
17, 18. I got 18 projects after 2003.
Well, like half those are mixtapes, but shit. I didn't even know he had a best of 50. See, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Well, and that's in the list. That's in the list right now. It dropped. I'm looking at the cover. 2017. That's stuff.
That's crazy. But I wanted to get into before we get out of here because we're running out of time here. The TDE tour is coming. Top Dog Entertainment. I did want to talk about this kind of extensively, but we can't really because we talked about everything else. But I knew that the TDE tour, which all the acts from TDE, Kendrick, J-Rock, SZA.
Fucking awesome.
So what?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. What I wanted to know was can we get more of this shit? Like, when's the last time you remember a tour like this with different acts that was big, like Hard Knock? You know what I'm saying? This reminds me of the Hard Knock Life tour.
And you know what's so funny?
What's that?
That's literally when this topic came up. I said it hasn't been a tour that's been this epic since probably the Rough Riders and Rockefeller tour.
Now, I remember Rough Riders and Cash Money were on the tour, but I don't think it matched the level of Hard Knock.
Nah, between Rockefeller and Rough Riders and just when Jay went on tour and was bringing everybody out from Rockefeller, those are the only two tours in hip-hop, to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, that I could see comparing with what's about to happen. Like,
yeah, this
put
is
it
going
into
to be lit.
perspective. It's a single label tour, and everybody on the label is either a fucking superstar or an up-and-coming one.
Yeah, this is going to be lit. I'm
Right.
looking forward to this.
Kendrick and SZA had the #1 and #2 album in the country last year. They're on the same fucking label. Schoolboy Q is not a fucking slouch. His album did numbers when it came out, and I'm pretty sure he's going to tour and mix in new material.
Yeah, I'm sure like Absol might drop a new, and you know I'm waiting on J-Rock. I'm a big J-Rock fan, so I'm sure some new material's gonna come out.
A lot of people slept on Absol's project. The one that he released out, it was a great fucking project.
Yeah, I was last project. Yeah.
Yeah, just like you said, J-Rock. A lot of people don't know J-Rock was supposed to be the front runner of TDE until he went to jail.
Yeah, J-Rock's my dude. Shout out to J-Rock.
Like, he went to jail, and Kendrick went ahead and did his thing. But after that, everybody else, I can't think of their names. Skywalker, Isaiah Rashad, like all of them, they're dope. Like, the whole label is dope. I haven't heard anybody on the label that I don't like.
That's a good point.
So, and I hate to say it this way, but it's I feel it's a true statement. Just off of Kendrick's star, it's going to be a great experience for anybody that's on the label that hasn't had their shine, because they have an opportunity to be introduced to Kendrick's fan base, and Kendrick's fan base might decide to start fucking with them, which will automatically propel them to possible superstar status or just a star status.
And we might even get that Black Hippie album.
Yeah, just off of the tour without having to put a project out. To go through the worry of doing the numbers and this, that, and third. Just off of, you was on tour with him, I saw how you rock, I'm checking for you.
Right. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And something else we've been looking forward to, since we missed last week, I know you got a bunch of stuff for us, G, but we got to wrap it up. So what's streaming with G this week?
Shit, it's real quick. Like, even last week, I ain't have a lot. Like,
okay.
It ain't been too much coming out. And to be honest, I ain't gambling on a lot of new niggas. A lot of new niggas is fun. First quarter ain't looking too good. But
it's tough out here.
Ghostface Killer, Apollo Brown, the Brown tape. I'm listening to it. Mike Shinoda, Post Traumatic, dropped the EP. Listen to it. I'm curious to hear this because Craig David got a deluxe edition of a project. So I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, I heard one of Craig David's songs, and it sounds like it's from 1992. So I'm kind of
yeah, Craig David has a deluxe edition. It's called "The Time Is Now." So I'm gonna give that a listen.
Okay.
And when you're done, you can just pass it on over here.
I got you. If anybody knows about her,
of course,
the R&B singer,
of course,
she, if you didn't know, it's been a male version of her.
Yeah, him.
Got it already.
It's another one that's out too.
Oh, we got another one? Well, I know there's a they. There's a her, and there's a him, and there's a they.
Man, get the fuck out of here. I already know who her is.
Then we have Sir.
Sir, I've heard about Sir.
We're gonna come up with a madam now? The fuck, man?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I get the concept, but I don't believe that they should be like it feels like they're trying to become their own gender of things. It's like,
what?
Okay, like, basically, I get where they're coming from. It doesn't matter what you look like, it should be about the music. I get it. I get what they're doing. But now it was cool when like couple people were doing it. Now it's just like, all right, bruh, we get it.
Well, Sir is on Jay-Z's son.
It's gonna end up being its own genre.
From my understanding, when her originally did it, it was because she didn't want people to judge her on her previous work, because she had like
She was a kid.
TV, Disney shit,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. She really wanted people to focus on the fact that she could sing and did music. That's why she created the whole persona and didn't want anybody to know who she was.
Right. Tangent.
So now, after it's been successful, it's just kind of like, okay, well, she did it. I'm going to go ahead and run with it. So I did where you coming from. I agree with you on that, Ari. It's just like, y'all just taking it too far.
It's a copycat lead.
But I'm going to give them a shot and see what you're talking about.
They
It's
just become a
another
group
cat
and call
called
themselves a
Evidence.
family. I'm just saying.
There's another cat called Evidence that has a track out, has a project out called Whether or Not.
Okay.
Sounds dope.
And as much as I'm probably going to regret this,
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Mobb Deep and Sade.
Oh.
You know what? Hold on.
Wow.
Before you even continue,
That.
I gotta admit, I have a Sade mix. It's Drake and Sade.
But see, that's the thing. Like,
Mobb Deep?
I feel like Sade is like timeless. Like she's just. It doesn't matter which does Sade.
I don't.
It's Sade.
It can either be real dope
She
or
can do
real
no
fucked
wrong.
up.
But I came across a Mobb Deep and Sade project called Thug Ballad.
Thug. What?
You just say Thug Salad?
Thug ballads.
Oh, I'm about to say, yo, Thug
It's called
Salad?
Thug Ballad.
That's what's up.
Shut up, little Thug Salad. You banging them croutons?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he had a Thug Salad.
I have a real big feeling I'm going to regret this.
I gotta put let's name this episode Thug Salad.
Thug Salad.
I fuck with them individually,
Of course.
so I'm going to give it a chance collectively.
You gotta update us, next show. You have to keep that on going.
I regret it.
Well, we definitely want to know about the Thug Ballad.
I'm going to give it a shot.
All right, so
Yo, I can't imagine her singing to
That's what I'm trying
a
to do.
rap beat. Yo, G, you gotta share that in the group chat or something, bro. You gotta come up off that.
I definitely be digging this. That might be the song of the week next week.
Right?
I got you.
The Sweetest Babu mixed with murder music.
Yo, I might have to
definitely
play
wanna
that
hear
next week for the show, I'm saying.
So
You imagine how that'll sound, though.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was trying to do in my head. I was trying to come up with a rap beat and thinking somebody singing to it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so weak.
With King of Sorrow.
Exactly. And it's like, could you see? Hot damn. Oh, here we go again. My sweetest taboo. Nah, fam. Nah, I'm not. No.
That is definitely
I'm done.
going to be the most interesting thing that I'm streaming this week.
All right. So
I might have to
that.
play a snippet of that next week.
No.
So y'all can hear that.
That was What's Streaming with G. And now for what's rapidly becoming people's favorite part of the show.
Yes.
What is
Ari.
Ari's song of the week?
Ari's song of the week.
And I have to put on my
Song
Quiet
of the
Storm voice.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Quiet Storm.
I thought like the quiet storm was like way deeper than that.
Listen, my voice only gets so deep.
Bro,
man.
like it was the quiet storm kind of thing. It was like the quiet storm, bro.
They only
You
get-
can't do
listen,
that.
Listen, I was Ralph Tresvant in New
Bruh,
Edition, fam. My
bye,
voice is only so deep. Go ahead with your song, B.
So submissions. I'll be honest. I'm a little more lenient than my lovely family over
Yeah,
here.
yes, you definitely are.
I am a little more lenient. So R&B is fine. Nice pop is fine.
Uh-huh.
But either way, I am looking something stall. I am looking for something.
We got something a little different for y'all this time.
Yes.
I feel like I should play a drop, that death row drop, like we always do about this time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So she is an indie pop artist from Woodbridge who now lives in New York. And
Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net. He's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card. She's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records. He's G-Lai. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 63?
63.
63. I, of course, am your host, Wade Aloysius Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. The...
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me as always... I don't know. I don't like the Ari. We gotta get something for you.
Yo, like I may just pause at my name, like
because I don't like saying just Ari. It has to be like something. I got a whole 18 different sub aliases, and you're just Ari. It doesn't fit. Like
I don't know.
Ari's in the building, y'all.
It's just Lady Ari. That is it.
Ari's here, everyone.
It's Lady Ari.
It's Lady A.
Lady Ari. First Lady Ari.
Thank you.
Lady A. First Lady A.
Y'all gonna come up with. We're gonna have to have it out in the group chat. What we said?
The first Noel A. Oh
no, man! Christmas is over. I'm done with y'all.
That's only Christmas time.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, returning from the upside down, parts unknown.
Yes, we definitely did put you there. G
put you with the upside down. It's pretty hilarious. G lies back in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So we have a full house here. Of course, Jew is in the building, taking some wonderful shots. I'm flying wonderful. Say shout out to Vandal with the shirt.
What's up? You want to say what's up? You want to say what's up?
What's up?
Bruh. Yo, son.
No. Shout out to Drew for holding it down last week. Appreciate you, bro.
Definitely, Jew is definitely part of the family. This brand we're growing. We have a full house here. It feels like a studio audience here. It feels good.
Oh yes.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Everybody's ready to get started.
Everybody's grand.
Great.
Good, grand. Doing great.
Really?
Doing good. How are you?
I was just gonna go into that, my man. You was right there with me,
bruh.
So let's get into what we like to call the rundown.
The rundown.
All right, starting off. I see you waiting for this one.
I mean, I'm not waiting for any particular you look subjects. So I am just looking at what y'all sending is trash. So I mean, honestly, shape up, or I can keep playing R&B. I can keep going to different things, to different genres. Y'all not sending good enough music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because the brick of code.
I'm not gonna play it all over the thing. We got listeners. Y'all gonna make people stop listening.
These are facts.
Like I can't do that to the show. Sorry.
These are facts. Before we get out of here, a couple of Lucy's on the catch up on before we get out of here. What else I was saying? Lucy's. China has recently banned hip hop on TV.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Which is very interesting.
The same thing I said.
Russell Simmons was sued for $5 million over the 2016 rape allegations. Drake's God Plan, we just talked about, has broken the global Apple Music record for biggest opening day with 14 million streams in one day.
We're gonna talk about the fact that he's still just saying that's current. We ain't gonna talk about the fact that he's over here.
I mean, Drake steals a lot. We all know that. Drake
still in the album cover.
Drake steals a lot. Snoop Dogg has a gospel album coming out called Bible of Love.
Oh my gosh. gosh. Okay, so first he went Rastafari, and now he's Christian.
That's a conflict for me. How you can't be Rasta and then go to church? I don't understand. Isn't that like a conflict of interest? But
So he went from being, I guess, this guy, and then now he finds himself in the wilderness, and now he finds God.
In the wilderness, yeah. I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out what's
he was in the upside down.
Yo, like I think he's gonna take a vow of silence next.
Colin Kaepernick has linked up with several other celebrities to donate $1 million in 10 days for just different charities. Just dope.
That's what's up.
Black excellence. That's all. Just dope black excellence. Exactly. I think that's everything. Before we do get out here, I do want to say rest in peace to Fredo Santana. For those who don't know, he passed away earlier this week. Details of his passing haven't been released. They haven't done an autopsy and all that stuff. But a lot of people are saying it was due to complications with his liver, because for lean consumption. He drank a lot of lean, and
that much lean.
Yeah, he's 27 years old, he's a young man. So it's definitely sad to hear. A lot of people.
And for people who don't know what lean is, because there's some people that doesn't know.
Well, lean is a mixture of what's the word I'm looking for? Codeine, promethazine, codeine and promethazine that people drink, like and with Sprite, dirty Sprite, people drink. It's just Future Whole Wave. People drink it and it makes them, super. It makes them, it's self-medication, basically.
Yeah.
It's what we all do. Well, not what people do when they drink or smoke.
I'm about to say, no,
whatever.
we do not.
Yeah, I don't do it. Me, I don't do any
put no
of that
cough
stuff.
syrup in my shit.
I don't do any of that. But I'm just saying, this is what people do. And it's the same way Pimp C had died and other people have died in the past. So.
I mean, they do have warnings on the back of bottles kind of for reasons, but if you're not that educated to read warning labels, then...
Well, people are reading them, they just ignore them.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's just like saying, okay, now that you've had this procedure, don't take any ibuprofen. Okay, goes home and take ibuprofen.
I know people that are allergic to
bleeds
something.
Internally. And then you want to sue somebody or kind of do something about it. It's like, oh, well, we feel bad or something. It's like, yo, but you're bleeding internally. They told you not to take the ibuprofen.
I know people like that. I definitely know people like that. I have a friend, and I'm not shitting on her because she's listening to the show, that's allergic to mushrooms, but will sit and eat mushrooms every day. She'll tell you I'm allergic to these and sit and eat them. What the fuck is wrong with you? But that's people, But let's not make light of the situation. Rest in peace, Fredo Santana. His family, condolences to his family and friends, and young black men. We gotta take better care of ourselves.
The thing,
lean. I'm happy that it's not a big thing here, but once again, I'm from California. We have a
lot of people that would be done.
I'm from California, and I know it's a big thing out in the Bay. Shout out to Mozzie, who shout out Instagram the kick the lean challenge. When he's dumping the lean out, he's challenging people to dump the lean out and get over it. So definitely shout out to him. Health is wealth. And that's it. That's everything. G, anything else we forgetting?
He's in the upside down.
He's in the upside down again?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else we forgetting there?
Nah.
Everything. Let's go out our social medias and get out of here.
Hey, that's me.
That's nice.
Nah, Ariel, oh my goodness, Anderson on Facebook.
You're not giving out that one no more, remember?
Oh yeah, shit. I mean, rewind. Y'all, look, so y'all hear that. I don't friend request that page. Get the fuck up off there. Now, Lady Ari, thank you so much for that. Anderson, right?
Yes.
Yes, because Lady Ari is... Okay.
Yes.
Lady Ari is one word, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. How you know my name and I don't?
I don't know.
My last name is Anderson on there. All right, so Honey Dipped, HON3Y_DIPP3D. Honey Dip, replace the E's with 3's _ in the middle. Now, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, nah. Yeah, Snapchat's the same thing. Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And G's.
Y'all ain't get my Twitter.
Y'all can skip me.
Oh, stop it.
How the hell you come from the upside down and ain't say shit? Rude.
G, give out your give out your thing.
Alright. _G_LL. Twitter, Facebook. Snap is AGR.G. Make sure y'all checking out the website, AGRHQS.com
Hey.
for all AGR news, music exclusives, and videos.
And for the podcast, of course, you make sure it's Words with Wade at Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, even though we never snap. Go to the website, wordswithwade.com. That should be up by the end of this month. As far as for me, it's the same thing it always been.
Of course, I'm your host.
Of course, the most illustrious host. No, mine is simply the Wade blogs. Spell it like it says. No extra E. It's the, of course, no extra E. Just spell it like it sounds.
It's not the Wade blogs.
Can I give my drop?
I mean, you corrected mine, so I was just sharing the wealth.
The Wade blogs on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, everything. Just Google me. Of course, go to thewayeblogs.com, uncutmagazine.net, wordswithwade.com.
And we are Googleable because.
And we are definitely Googleable. Listen to us on SoundCloud, Instagram, Stitcher, everywhere. And don't forget, if you leave a 5-star review, we will read your comment on iTunes on the show. Is that everything?
And send great songs.
And definitely send songs to wordswithwade@gmail.com.
Send like 3 because 2 of them are probably trash.
And I think that's it. So, as always, you may agree with what we said.
Okay.
You may not agree with what we said.
Okay.
But one thing you can agree with.
What's that?
We keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next week, y'all. We catch y'all on the internet.
Cheer. He's in the upside down. Okay.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.